Well, greetings to you. A number of subscribers have asked me, after they've been looking at my gold page and listened to some of the Q&A sessions and interviews and so on and so forth, how you square the circle about actually holding gold. If you want to hold it, and I've been recommending you have to hold it in specie, it has to be in your hand, as it were, for you to have it. Not in the form of exchange-traded funds or a promissory note from a retail bank anywhere. This applies across the globe. You have to hold it. Now, a number of you have asked, how do you square the circle when you want to store the stuff? Now, it's all very well if you've got a couple of dozen sovereigns, you can chuck them in the tea caddy, and as long as nobody knows that they're there, you're okay. But if you're building a portfolio of gold in specie, and it gets to the stage you really can't keep it at home, and I'm in that situation myself, there's just too much, and so it just wouldn't be sound for me to keep it at home. So I use safe deposits. Now, the golden rule with safe deposits: never use a retail bank, because they're partially owned or at least heavily influenced by the government, who are more likely to steal your gold than anybody else, of course, because they steal everything else. And they've stolen Venezuelan gold, and they've stolen Russian gold, and they've stolen everything. So there's no moral dimension here. If they decide to steal it, they will steal it. Now, if you've got it in a safe deposit box, which is independent of government, even the safe deposit people don't know what you've got in the box. It could be a diamond necklace, it could be a Rolex watch, it could be anything. So if you use one of those with high state security, and you can insure it for the contents of the box, and nobody needs to know about it except your insurer, so there's lots of options there. Or if you leave it with your gold bullion dealer who is reputable, they will store it and insure it on your behalf. And that's the way I do it for most of my holdings. I split it up. I don't have it all in one place, and they're easily found. I use Sharps Pigsley in London. They're very good. There's St James in Leeds. There's Hatton Garden. There's RC Bed, which I've recommended before. So they are there for you to be able to deal with that. And that is as good as holding, nearly as good as holding a specie. And it's the only way you can do it if you're going to hold a significant amount. It's yours, it's your box, you've got the key, and it's outside or nearly outside the government reach. And of course, you can go the full Monty and hold it in Switzerland if you want, and you can do that on That's My Site. But really, that doesn't become cost effective unless you're building a really significantly large portfolio. That is an option, but my website covers all these things, and so do have a look at the website if you haven't already done so, and get back to me if you have any questions. But my recommended source at the moment is Pure Gold, and they have consultants, and you can speak to their consultants. Don't need to speak to me. They're not order takers, and they're not salesmen. They will guide you when you phone them. That's what they do, on what is right for you. And it's we're all different. We all have different circumstances. So have a word with them. As most of you know, my work is very heavily independently research based, and I get my information from all over the world. It would help if you press the subscribe button and the little bell next to it, because the more subscribers I have, the more likely it is that international independent research institutes will share their material with me. It's most helpful, and then of course I'll automatically share it with you. So surprise, won't cost you anything. Thank you very much.